Welcome back. All right. So where we left off was with the humble soul. So now we're to the tertiary level of the soul path. So we've already covered the assertive soul. We did the humble soul. Now it's third, which is the empathetic soul, or what I call the universal approach to life. Now, again, with this type, you embody both the assertiveness, but yet you're humble. Um, Humbly speaking, I feel that I'm both. So that's why I created this because I did feel there was a moment of I am very assertive in certain things that I do and the way I approach life. But also I'm very sweet. I love to just take care and coddle and make sure that everyone's okay, and that's just part of me. I got that from my mother. So that's where I usually feel that if you do tend to get the abundance of love from your mother, that's where you kind of fall into the third category. If you didn't get as much, you could probably be one of the other two. But again, this is all algorithms and synopsis of factors that come in later because of upbringing. So I can't really say unless I meet the person. But I will go ahead and read. So for the empathetic soul, they can comprehend and navigate their feelings, thoughts, and attitudes, and separate them from others while aiding through physiological and psychological stress. These universal fillers want to understand the world and its downfalls. In the same breath, they want to pay forward the lessons they've learned and their triumphs and the challenges they overcame. If you're an empathetic soul, remember not to let your need to serve and teach others overshadow your need to be loved. Again, let me repeat that. And this is the one I had to learn the hard way. If you are indeed a universal soul, remember to not let your need to serve others and teach others overshadow your need to be loved. Sometimes you can get so caught up in a moment of, oh, they need to learn, and they ain't got to learn nothing. You did your part. You said your piece, and if they don't listen, they don't listen. But guess what? Part of human life and experience is just go out and make mistakes because this is a soul on a human experience. This is not my human experience with the soul or vice backwards. It's I am here witnessing what it is to be a human. And sometimes you have to understand that you have to let people fail in order for them to be successful or to regain whatever strength that they were lacking. Um, so let me finish with this. I also said that, let's see, where did I leave off? The knowledge that you gain is to teach good. But if you try to teach those who don't want or need to be taught, you can fall under the realm of being a know it all or condescending, which I have been blamed to be. But I can understand. Sometimes I get so excited about everything and I want to just share. But, everybody doesn't want to hear it. So I do get the whole, you think you're smarter than me? Absolutely. No, I'm not like that. But you know what I mean. Sometimes it's hard to step back, but I get it. But let's continue reading. Life is a classroom of never-ending life lessons. These universal souls are at a consistent state of cognitive transcendence, always trying to go beyond the emotional scale of which they are given. Their love is purest and most organic because they can base their judgment of others on criteria other than biases and can assess the full spectrum of a person's emotional state more than others can of themselves. I say this because when I was doing nursing, I was a nursing assistant for a while, and actually I met quite a few people as well as a coworker tonight. He was talking about going to medical school, and I was like, "Well, do you love people? Do you love taking care of them?" He's like, "No, the money." And that's when I was realizing, like, sometimes there's a lot of people who don't know how to love organically and purely. And if you're going to chase money, there's nothing wrong with that. That is the currency which we use. But you have to remember that anytime you go into the realm of people, you have to make them feel important. You don't want to make them feel like you're just there for a number that's going to keep going and going and going. Numbers are never ending, people. So if you're going to chase a number that's infinite, guess what? You're going to be chasing money for a long time and you'll never be happy. So it's very important to recognize that you're able to be open to everyone. Universal needs, it's important. So within this relationship stuff, though, you can basically, this just kind of helps you figure out Do you want somebody who's a little bit more transcendent in thought or a bit more open to intellectual conversations? I do tend to find that if you are this type of soul path, you tend to want to know everything and you want to be a bigger part of the world and universe in a whole. So this really can help you define the type of relationship you want. I do understand that everyone doesn't want that type of cognitive relationship. Some people really do just like having a good time and feeling supported. And these are those things that are going to help you find that person. So really start applying real life stuff to real life situations versus, oh, we go to the same gym, you know? So the next one is going to be moving on to states of mind. So thank you for listening for this part of the segment. I will continue to go through each descriptor, and then again, the following video towards the end, I will kind of fill you in on how to use the chart. All right, thanks guys.